The last one is deals are just taking longer. We talked about the buyer being more informed, but when you have 4 to maybe 7 months taking longer, that gratification that a sales rep may get becomes almost we're searching for that immediate satisfaction quicker, and it's just not happening. Lee, when you're looking at kind of all of this from a salesperson lens, how do you manage to this in the buying process?
Well, I think it starts with a fundamental understanding of what the buyer actually wants, which we covered in the previous section. I think part of the reason why salespeople are not confident is they haven't adapted their process to this new world. It's no longer a linear line as far as how people buy. There's many more people involved. There's many more people that you need to get equity in the decision. There's just a lot more things happening. It's quite interesting, and you hear me talk about this a lot with our team. With all the advancements in technology, we all are carrying supercomputers in our pocket. Why are people not getting more efficient? Why does it feel harder to do some of the basic things in the business to business environment, just in general office and operating? Is really quite fascinating. And I think that, a lot of this just starts with understanding what buyers actually want from a salesperson and what your role needs to be. And you need to make sure that you're not falling into one of these statistics where you're extending things that don't need to be extended. You're having steps in your process that don't need to be there because they're not relevant. How do you get people closer to that conversation, like Joe said, so that you can start maybe in the 2 to 3 month area of this last stat instead of starting on month 0, and move things along much quicker. So we could unpack this a lot, but I think it just, again, comes to the fundamental understanding, which you've done so well on here, is the good buyers want insight, and they want someone that's going to make sure that they remain relevant in whatever that is. I firmly believe that. And there are certain things in the marketplace that don't require that. I understand. But when you're getting into complexity and you're getting into something where you're buying something and there's likely a service component on the backside of it, it's just becoming much more of a complicated sale. And they really want someone that's going to be confident, that's going to be smart, that's going to be informed, and it's going to keep it kind of an evergreen offering. And probably the biggest fear that prevents people from moving off of status quo or going into something new is not having confidence in that. And it's certainly a hill that we all have to climb every single day.